All right, everyone. I know you're here for a group hug, so we can cry in our coffee and figure out who to blame. Well, that ain't happening, because I'm mad as heck. What am I mad about? A lot of stuff, but right now, it's manufacturing jobs. They aren't leaving. They have already left. And we aren't doing crap about it. You want to know why manufacturing is leaving America? You really want to know? Because everybody's got a theory. Tariffs, trade deals, lazy workers, greedy CEOs. Everybody's pointing fingers and nobody wants to look at the actual facts. So today, we're looking at the facts. And I'm warning you now, it's ugly. Let's start with the thing every single factory on planet Earth runs on. Electricity. You can't stamp steel without it. You can't run a chip fab without it. You can't power a data center, a smelter, a paper mill, nothing without cheap, abundant electric power. What does a kilowatt cost in the United States? 15 cents. What does it cost in China? 33% less. Before an American factory turns on a single machine, before one worker clocks in, it's already losing on the most basic input there is. Okay, you say, build more power plants, drive the price down. Great idea. Let's check how that's going. In the last 5 years, the United States of America, the country that electrified the world, the country that built the Hoover Dam, the country that split the atom, added roughly 220 gigawatts of new generating capacity. 220. Sounds like a lot, right? China added 1,700. 1,700. That is not a gap. That is not a lead. That is a different league. In 2025 alone, 1 year, China brought online about 540 gigawatts. That's more capacity in 1 year than America built in the entire last decade. While we're holding permit hearings and suing each other into oblivion, they just built it. But wait, it gets better. Because energy is only half the cost equation. Let's talk about the cost of human capital. When an American company hires a worker, what's riding on that paycheck? The most expensive healthcare system in the recorded history of the human species. Almost $15,000 per person per year. The world average is around 2,300. China, under 1,000. We spend 15 times what China spends. And here's the punchline, folks. Our life expectancy is about the same. We're not buying better health. We're buying paperwork. We're buying middlemen. We're buying an administrative blob that eats hundreds of billions of dollars a year and produces nothing. And who's going to design the next generation of factories? The robots, the chips, the machines? Engineers. So how's the engineer pipeline looking? China graduates close to 2 million science and engineering bachelor's degrees a year. America, under 900,000. And only a sliver of those are actual engineers, because our best and brightest go into finance and app development and, I kid you not, social media marketing. Let's review. Energy? They pay less, and they're building 10 times faster. Healthcare? We pay 15 times more per person for the same life expectancy. Engineers? They graduate multiples of what we do, every single year. Cheaper power, more power, cheaper workers to insure, more engineers to hire. That is why manufacturing left. For 30 years, we let every fundamental input of industrial production get more expensive while theirs got cheaper. And we papered over it with cheap imports and stock buybacks and told ourselves we'd all be knowledge workers. Well, guess what? They've got the knowledge workers too now. And here's what makes me crazy. None of this is a secret. These aren't classified documents. This is public data. The scoreboard is hanging right there in the gymnasium and we refuse to look up. You want manufacturing back? Then stop arguing about symptoms. Build the power plants. Fix the healthcare cost monster. Graduate the engineers. Do the boring, unglamorous, foundational work that we used to be the best in the world at. Right now, one country is building the future. The other is claiming to be a victim. I love this country, and we are better than that. Nap time is over.